Football trophies are sacred, from spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illabuck. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Illinois' offense will start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continued to be louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Newton.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The sure hands, it's Meyer. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. chunk play. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Canty. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That's caught. It's close. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Pressure coming. The pass rush gets home.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we're going to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
To the air, it's Canty. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and goal, they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Heaves it on the run. He's got it along the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Canty. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And this defense, this crowd, This atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer and igniting the crowd.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner is stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They'll give it to him again. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Canty. Into the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pulls it, fired complete. Continues to fight for yards. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bears the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David. That is pretty cool this one.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. 3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Dropping back, it's Canty. Using the quick game. Bulldozes his way through. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Pass completion, moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Run it with the fullback. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Buck.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Working that left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Searching forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Illini.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Canty. Flushed out of the pocket. That's it fly. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. He now has 106 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The play-action fake. Finds his man. It's Weeks. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this...
He's going for the goal line. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into it. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 41. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice.
He's loose on the left. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Big fullback's got it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll go to the sneak. Scores on the sneak. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. That's caught. It's Daniels. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They're facing a 3rd down. To the air, it's Canty. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to...
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's going to galvanize them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got room to work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's
breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Under fire. And down he goes back to the 3.
And then this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together. But so far today, this has been ugly.
Give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got great speed. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him.
Oh, a lot of space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Daniels. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Daniels.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the second oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Bug. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.